And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Wellsville, Ohio. We are here at the Wellsville Elks, a very special night. We'll get into that in just a little bit. It is Wellsville Elks 1040, in case you were wondering. We'll give you all the details as the show goes on. Welcome to YSN Prime Time Live here in Wellsville, DJ Yoakley, and I'm joined by one of my very good friends, a guy that has been with us pretty much since day one. You've been behind us since day one. And year two, he's been here ever since. Gary Altizer, the voice of the Wellsville Tigers, joins us here in Tiger Town. Gary, a special town, a town very close and near to your heart. Talk to me about what makes Wellsville so special that people watching may not know about Tiger Town.
We just got a big heart. Small town, big heart. That's what I say all the time. You know, if you're from Wellsville, then you support everybody from Wellsville. You just got a special bond here with the people. I do. I always have from the time I was born. I couldn't imagine growing up anywhere else or living anywhere else. There's just a lot of great people in this town. Places like the Wellsville Elks, guys like Mike Buchanan.
Love Mike.
You couldn't find that anywhere else. So it's just a great place to be. And we got this beautiful view of the river. We can see West Virginia from where we're sitting right now. It's
wild,
a gorgeous
wonderful
day outside. So, yes, it's a great town, and we're at a great organization right now. So they open their doors up for YSN, and he will become an official member here soon.
I know. I've heard stories about what I have to do later tonight, and I'm a little bit nervous. You guys, you didn't tell me that part. Now I'm ready to go.
Tar and feathered with a fan blowing on you and all that stuff.
It's everything at a Home Alone times two. We will have Mike join us here in a little bit. And the thing about the Elks that people don't realize is all the things and kind of proceeds and things that they kind of contribute to. That's really important at this point. You know, you look at this from the outside looking in. People just look at it as it's like a fraternity. You know what I mean? And it's way more than that.
Yeah, they really are a charity. I mean, their mission is to help as many people as possible. They focus on veterans. They have a stand down that's coming next month. They haven't announced the site yet, but what the stand down is if you're a veteran and you need something, you need clothing, supplies, you need information about resources. They really put a whole lot of work into making that happen and helping veterans in the area. They donate to the local school districts. They've taken such care of Wellsville School District. They donate to our food pantry. They donate supplies to our kids. They honored our elementary principal with Citizen of the Year last year, Miss Lisa Ferguson, because of the amazing work that she does with our pre-K through 3 kids down there at the Garfield building. They've donated time, money, effort, all kinds of stuff. It's just a great organization. I'm proud to be a member here. I've met so many wonderful people here. As you come in for wing night when you can, introduced you to a lot of people. You've met a lot of people here. They do a lot of great things, and I think that I wish I had a number on how many organizations that they help, how many people that they've helped in the community. The thing I like most about is they help the kids in town.
That's all that matters, man. That's everybody needs to be helping these kids. It's not an easy world to grow up in, not necessarily anymore. And it's certainly we're proud to be associated. They've been a sponsor of YSN, thanks to you for, basically since the beginning of the Wellsville YSN partnership.
Yeah, I think it came on YSN second year, and they've been a partner ever since. You know, they have the games on here, and I'll tell you, they don't, you know, the crowd here isn't, they're not junior high kids. They're a little bit more mature, so they know about the radio online, and it's just, what's that YSN link? It's not how do I stream the game. It's not how do I watch it. It's what's the YSN link. They associate watching Wellsville sports with YSN. So we thank you for that. And I know everybody here does as well.
No, we're excited, man. This is going to be a great night. You mentioned wing night. We would be absolutely beside ourselves if we didn't mention, if you are in the area or you're not, you need to come tonight, wing night, right now, like literally right now. The doors are open. Come to wing night here at the Elks. We'll let you in. We'll make sure you have a good time. $9.50 for a dozen wings. Tell me where you get that price in America anymore. Tell me where you get that price in America. It doesn't happen. Never. It's huge. It's a great opportunity to come down to Wellsville. It is unbelievable. These wings are so good. They're so big. There's multiple flavors to choose from. Gary, my mouth is salivating right now just thinking about
Yeah,
those
you're
wings.
talking about it now. I can't wait to enjoy that. They've had curly fries too lately.
What?
Yeah, seriously, that's the new bonus thing
We're
that's
in.
been lately. Bob and his crew in the back have done a great job making the wings. Everybody, that's another good thing about this place. People aren't afraid to volunteer their time. But yeah, 9.50 a dozen from 5 to 8 tonight. Stop in, have some wings, and we'll have the game on too. That
Yes,
big
we
Steelers
will.
Browns game
You have
tonight.
zero interest in that game other than it's people talking about it.
Well, two backup quarterbacks playing. I mean,
Well, you got a backup quarterback now though
yeah,
as
I
well.
know. Yeah, no,
Mr.
I'm not.
San Fran over
Yeah,
here.
I'm no better position. I can't talk.
Well, we came here to talk about some football. We came
Yeah,
here to talk about Wellsville. I mean, you got a team, and we'll have Moose Ramsey join us here in just a little bit, live from the Wellsville Elks. His team on a 3-game streak right now, and you look at this team. Right now, if you were to end the season today, if
yeah,
this were 2020, you guys are in a number 11.
yeah.
Talk to me about what you see on the field with this team, how they've grown, how they've matured throughout the season in a year that maybe they're not supposed to be there.
Yeah, I mean, we graduated a lot of kids the last couple of years. The last 2 or 3 years, especially. I mean, a couple dozen easy. And for we graduate 50 kids a grade,
Yep.
so we're always going to have around 30 kids on the team. But basically, if we've graduated the last 3 years, an entire team plus. We got some younger guys filling in, but they've stepped up. They really have. So I think what's really, we won 3 games in a row: Steubenville Catholic Central, Columbiana, who we've beat for the 3rd year in a row, and then East Palestine. It's just these younger guys stepping up. Tyrell Watkins, who I think is a nominee for Big Dog of the Week.
Sure is.
He's a sophomore. He's a tall kid. He's an athletic kid. He's really, really stepped up and took some of the burden off of, Isaiah Greathouse. He's our go-to guy. Isaiah's having an amazing year, but now they got a dual threat here. They got a receiving threat, and they've got a running threat. And Coons has stepped up at quarterback. He played fullback his whole life, and he had to step up to be a quarterback this year. I think he's doing a great job. He's a very smart kid, and that's one kid that, I mean, he plays basketball, he plays football, he plays baseball, he plays in the band. I think he's second in his class.
Wow.
And I'm sure he's probably in plays and stuff too. He's just like he's Mr. Do everything at school, and it's just great to see him starting at quarterback. And the last game when we played East Palestine, he got to run the ball a bunch, and every time he runs, Jason Valentine does the games with me. We're always like, oh, he must have got that fullback itch because he just put his head down and ran forward. He needs contact a couple times a game just to probably feel normal because that's what he's used to, right? Yeah. Yeah, but they're playing great. I just think the younger guys are stepping up, and every game that they play, these younger guys are getting more experience. So, they're gelling right now. They're doing well.
When people talk about rivalries in this area, in the Mahoning Valley and YSN area, they talk about Ursuline Mooney. They talk about Salem West Branch. They talk about East Palestine, Columbiana. You talk about now in Cleveland, we are Beechwood and Orange.
Wow.
But, dude, Wellsville and Southern, people are missing out on this rivalry. When I talk to you about it, you're like, listen, there is nothing like it. These are two teams that have a lot of respect for each other, but don't necessarily always like each other. Talk to me about what you know from the Wellsville side of things.
Oh, it's definitely a big rivalry there. They're just, a few miles up Route 39 from us. They've always been, our closest rivalry. East Liverpool's 2 miles down the road, but they're 4 times our size. So it's really tough to build a sports rivalry with schools that big. Beaver Local's 3 times our size. We used to play them, but anymore they're just too big for us for most sports. So it's really been Southern. Lisbon and Toronto too, but Southern's the main rivalry. I mean, I did Tim McNichol and I did the volleyball game out at Southern a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and that was hard to find a parking spot out there.
Yeah.
That's a high school regular season volleyball game. Both communities support each other well. It's just the atmosphere is great. I went to the Junior Tigers football game this past Saturday, where it's the Bantams, junior varsity and varsity, the elementary kids, and all kinds of support from both schools were there just to watch these kids, to watch a 6-0 overtime Bantam. We're talking like 5 through 8 year olds. I mean, what does that tell you? Everybody gets hyped up for that one game, and I'm sure it'll be the same here this coming Friday at Wigwam Stadium.
Gary, we talk about football all the time on this show, right? And this is a football town. It certainly knows football, loves football. But you and I have talked about it before. Volleyball has certainly become a tale of the tape in this area. You and I, that's kind of how we bonded through some of those road warriors. Talk to me about volleyball in this town and why it means so much.
Well, I tell you what, it's just we've been good at volleyball for 20-something years now. I mean, we started with Coach McKinstry, is extended to Coach Stokes now, and I don't know how we gravitated to that. There was a time that our girls basketball team was. Our boys basketball team's always been good, but our
Right.
girls basketball team was even better at time. They made to the state finals one year and lost literally on the
Wow.
last couple seconds.
Oh,
Like they lost the state championship with just a few seconds left on the clock. They were ranked number 1 in the state, but that has now transferred to volleyball. I don't know where, when, or why that happened or where the transition went, but it just started and it snowballed. And every year, everybody expects our volleyball team to be good. They were undefeated regular season last year. They made it to the regional finals. We was up 1-0, and then our main setter hurt her ankle, and things kind of unraveled there. Maybe we would have been in the state tournament, the Final Four. But every year we just keep pumping out great girls on the court, and you see them get better and better every week, and they seem to really be gelling as of late. This team here is just another one that the same thing with the football team, graduated a lot of kids, but we just continue to replenish that cupboard, and they're having another great season.
And we talk about, replenishing that cupboard. Kiki Perry, a name
Oh,
that is
yes.
synonymous with Wellsville volleyball.
Absolutely.
The McNichol girls,
Yes.
certainly, which it feels like that era kind of came and went, and it was just like candle in the wind, man. It was gone.
Yeah, it went so fast. Like the seniors this year, I can remember us doing the games
Yep.
when they were freshmen, and I can't believe it's been that long already.
Is that Aubrey Ramsey, right?
Aubrey still on the she's a
Unbelievable.
senior now, so that's just crazy. Yeah, Alana Amato as
Yeah.
well. Those guys that came in as freshmen and were great contributors are now seniors, and they're the leaders on the team. And I think that I don't know, it's one of those things where when you do well, the time just goes faster.
Yep.
Time slows. When you're struggling, it seems like time's slow. But man,
Goes
when you're
forever.
doing well, it flies by you. And it's been such a fun time watching these girls play every single year, do well every single year, make the town proud every single year. It's a treat for me to do those volleyball games. I know next to nothing about volleyball, but I'll tell you,
We learned.
yeah. Who know? People listening in at the volleyball,
Knuckleball.
yes. Oh gosh, I kind of cringe at some of the stuff we said or how we called some of those games or some of those plays. Those, we watch these points last forever because the girls are diving all over the court, and you and I are making up stuff as we go. But it's so much fun. They've embraced YSN, and again, the volleyball supporters here, they know YSN.
Yep.
Because you made sure that we got coverage when we probably were scraping by to get it. You guys at YSN followed us all these years. We won, I think, 4 out of the last 5 districts,
Yep.
something like that. And you guys have followed us the whole time. It's just been a lot of fun, and I hope we have another successful postseason run this year.
It's been unbelievable, man. Some of the most generous people here in Wellsville, because they love their sports. I mean, they will whatever it takes to cover it. The boosters,
Yes.
people like the Elks. I mean,
Mhm.
everybody kind of comes in and says, "Hey, we will take care of it. Just make sure you go do what you do," and they've been wonderful. Before we take a break and get to Coach Ramsey, we'd be remiss if we didn't just kind of draw attention to the scenario happening with Coach Stokes and his family. Coach Stokes, unfortunately, has fallen ill, and he's fallen ill in a big way. And we want to send every well wish we can out there to Coach Stokes and his family. We will be posting a page, a link that you can donate to if you so choose, if you feel generous, if you feel it suits you. We want you to help out. We are going to be working from tirelessly from a YSN standpoint to help out this family, to help out volleyball family. One of the biggest names out there is Stokes, and some of the athletics that not only he but his family's put together. Presley's on the team right now, and I'm sure it's a very challenging time for the Stokes family, and we want to step up where we can. So, ladies and gentlemen, you'll see a link on YSN later on this evening. Please, if you feel so inclined to do so, we would love for you to help out with us with the mission, the goal to make sure that the costs are covered for any room and board they need, any of the doctor's expenses or expenses in general, because they can add up very, very quickly. And from what we understand, it's a very serious situation. So we want to reach out our hand, part of the volleyball that Jonathan Stokes has been huge for us and it's constantly said that we're one of the reasons volleyball has kind of exploded on the scene here. Well, this is why we exploded on the scene, is because we do well by doing good. And as part of that volleyball family, we want to make sure we take care of our own. So we will have a link. We can't have it up right now because it's not clickable, but we will have a link that you can take care of all that stuff and help the Wellsville family and help the Stokes family as well in this trying time. We are going to take a break. Gary and I will be back with Coach Moose Ramsey. We return on the YSN Primetime live from Wellsville, Ohio.
Locally owned and operated, Sheely's relaxed shopping experience means browsing and lounging is always encouraged.
Find Flex Deal and more at Sheely's Furniture and Appliance, because the best things in life happen at home.
How lucky are we to have not one, but two 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule a tee time, visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
Fall is in the air. The kids are back to school, crowds are cheering for the home team, and Myers Family Insurance is prepped for another crazy Medicare season. Every year there's changes, some big, some small, so it's important to have a conversation to make sure your plan is going to meet your expectations for the coming year. Give our team a call today to schedule your annual review.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance or visit us on the web. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com.
Going from mindful to mindful sometimes requires a helping, healing hand. Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness offers a continuum of mental health and wellness care. At Insight, we're changing the way you receive counseling and wellness services with experienced licensed clinicians and expertly trained wellness staff. With 4 locations in Mahoning and Columbiana County, along with telehealth services, Insight offers clients quick access to care when they need it. Transform your mental health and wellness at Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Wellsville, Ohio, the Wellsville Elks, as we join you once again, Gary Altizer, DJ Yoakley. And this guy, well, he doesn't really need an introduction because he is one of the legends here in Wellsville, a guy that does so much with his time, his resources, his family. Moose Ramsey, welcome in. Again, pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for everything you do. We admire you from afar in East Palestine, as far as that may seem. But you have done so much for this town, not just as a football coach, but as a human being. What does Wellsville mean to you?
First, thanks for having me
Sure.
here. Thanks to the Elks for putting this on for YSN today. Really appreciate both of you. Wellsville, when first got the job 6 years ago, was worried about was Wellsville going to accept me. Being an outsider,
Sure.
because Wellsville is Wellsville, and I got to tell you, the people of Wellsville have opened armed me, and in our football program and our kids, my personal kids and the kids of the football community, and man, we've been blessed. We have been blessed with Wellsville people for sure.
When you talk about this Wellsville family, I mean, you have some situations that maybe other districts don't have to deal with on a regular day basis. I mean, you have to be sometimes coach, dad, brother, uncle, all that stuff combined, and be a kind of a shoulder to cry on sometimes. And these kids want to be tough, but you got to break down some of those walls so they get that buy-in, not only for your program, but for the rest of their life.
Right. And, once again, I'm blessed because of the staff that I have. Those guys don't realize, the people in the community don't realize what they do. When somebody needs something, one of those kids needs something that they know is not being fed, or knowing that kid isn't going to have shoes, or that kid needs something for school. Yeah. Those guys just don't say a word. They go get it, do it. It's in a locker, and nobody says anything. And, man, once again, our kids are blessed with the staff that I have, because they go above and beyond anything that everybody expected for them to do, and we're very blessed to have those guys.
And you kind of saw it firsthand. You had some adversity yourself, with your home and then things like that, and the communities kind of rallied around you.
Oh, it was beautiful. It was a horrible situation, of course, but the communities around us were very giving, very helpful. But Wellsville community was amazing. Was amazing. That John Carter. I just wasn't in the way to get down to the field at the time, and it was off season. But John and Finney and Robbie and Randy all took care of everything for me. And they're like, Coach, you just relax. We got this.
Right.
And when you got people surrounding you like that, it makes you look pretty good when you're just standing there. Those guys, they take care of me. And man, do I appreciate them. I appreciate it. And our kids appreciate it.
I'm sure. Let's talk X's and O's now. Let's talk about your team. 3 straight dubs. Are these kids feeling pretty good going into this game?
We are. We're still learning. We've made some mistakes. The Columbiana game, we should have had some more scores. Mental breakdowns that we've got to do better as a staff to get them prepared, ready to roll. Last week we seen the defense that we thought that we could have finally shine out.
Yeah.
And with the likes of Tyrell Watkins,
4 picks,
gosh.
right? Something like that.
He had 4 touchdowns,
Yeah.
two defensively, 2 offensively. But he also caused another fumble that turned into another touchdown. The kid put a clinic on, and I wish he would realize how good he is. He hasn't learned it yet.
Really?
And he's a very humble young man. And when that light goes on, he's going to say, wow, I'm pretty good at this game.
How do you nudge him towards that kind of that moment where he goes, hey, I can do this?
Well, the staff that we have down here, they make every kid believe that they are the best. And whether they are or they aren't, but they put so much time and work and ethic into these kids. They start believing in themselves. And you just got to keep that flow going. And they're finally catching on mid-season, so it's a good thing.
It was a pretty big deal when you guys opened up that stadium a couple years back. I mean, how has that been advantageous to your team to not have to worry about necessarily the weather on a regular day basis?
Oh, it's awesome. That season was tough. The summer was tough. We had really nowhere to practice.
Yeah.
It was tough. You had trucks in and out. And our kids were amazing. They never complained, never got in the way of the construction people. We finally got to take the field Thursday night before we played Edison. And we put music on. The lights were on. The kids were pumped. And then when you come out on a Friday night to open up a brand new stadium with a 41-7 win, that's a pretty good night, So it's been awesome to have it. We thank the school board.
Sure.
Mr. Berezchek, our superintendent, Tim Householder, and Joe Traina, who all were intricate parts of getting that stadium done. And man, we forgot how bad it is to go out back in the rock pile. And so it's good. And we got the other parts of the school can use it. You got the softball team down there. You got the track that can do their stuff inside, the baseball team, and the
elementary school's fun day, the field day.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Absolutely.
field day.
Yeah. I mean, it's awesome. And now we finally got the little league guys from up on the hill at the park back down to our stadium. When it's raining and muddy out there, we bring them out onto the field, and it's a community field, and man, it's nice to have it, and we're very thankful for our school board and our superintendent for getting that for us.
That's you, man. I don't know if you know. Foundationally, I mean, when you think about ideally for a coach, you want that foundation to start, whether it's flag football, Pop Warner, whatever it is, at the second, third grade, whatever that number may be. How do you get that? I mean, do you guys have a nice foundation to kind of pick from on the come up?
We do. Our coach has always been involved with the Little League program that we have. Right now we have Marcus Dyremple, who's running the Little League program. He's very tough on his coaches, and he expects them to be good people and leaders for their little kids. He's running our same programs. He sits down with Sean Carter Finn, our offensive coordinator, he talks with John Carter, our defensive coordinator, and trying to implement the same programs that we got. So it's a easy learning curve for them when they get up to us at junior high.
Same language, same everything?
Not the same
Okay.
language.
I was going to say that. Wow, that's impressive.
No, well, we got to change some of that up, but it's they're doing pretty good with it, man. And when Marcus is doing a really good job with our little program.
I know that you're an admirer of some of the coaches in the area because we have a plethora of great coaches that'll help you, at the drop of a hat. Who are some of the guys that you look at and kind of say, man, I want to take a little bit from here, a little bit from here, and kind of implement it in our program?
Outside of our league, a guy that's been like my hero and is Reno Sykoch.
No kidding.
If I call him day or night, he calls me right back if he's not available, and he answers any question I got.
Wow.
My first loss was against Beaver Local, and we were just getting on the bus, and that's when Mackenzie had 20 seniors that were
Dudes.
They were men, and we started a 13-year-old quarterback in Troy Carter.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so it was an ugly game, and I get on the bus, and Coach Reno calls me. He goes, "Moose, don't you yell at those kids." I said, "Coach, we lost horribly." He went, "You're not good enough to play them." He says, "Find something positive that you could take to your team and build on that." And he was right, and it worked for us. But I got him. Al Johnson, who was my high school coach. I've learned a lot from him. DJ Ogilvy.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good guy to reach out to. Bob Spate. Bob Spate. On Friday nights, he's not going to say anything to you except good luck and nice game. But any other time, that guy's there for you. And
he's a wide open book.
He's a wide open book. When I first started, Coach Julia, Paul was anything that I needed. Those guys were there, and man, I appreciate all of them.
This is it's an interesting league, from a perspective of a guy that's the media guy and a guy that gets to watch and try to kind of break down everybody. This is a league, I think, unlike any other, that it really is any given Friday.
It is. This year it's a tough league, with Valley Christian United and Southern up at the top right now. But don't forget about Wellsville. We're sitting right up there unbeaten. And, it's going to be a tough one tomorrow night. But our kids, man, they've prepared well this week. And I think they're ready. I believe they're ready.
So let's talk to you about the rivalry. You know what this rivalry means to everybody in this town, everybody in Salineville. Do you have to kind of go in there and raise your voice a little bit and have a rah-rah speech, or do the kids just kind of do it themselves?
It's a little secret, but I've raised my voice a lot. But, this week I don't think so. Our seniors have been great leaders so far. Our practices this week have been this is the best we've had all year. And, we're excited for tomorrow night. We're excited. You get to go face the number 9 team in the state, 5-0. But, don't forget about Wellsville.
I was just going to ask you that. I mean, the perfect segue is this year Don't Forget About Wellsville game.
Correct.
I love it. I love it. I'm excited for it. Well, I get to be on the call. I get the luxury of being on the call for this one. I'm excited to watch this. What should I be keyed in on without giving too much away?
We got to stop them.
Yeah.
We've got to be on our defense has got to play great. Soup Cop, what an athlete. Stud. Wyatt Morse. Wow. Look at their line. Robinson up front, their center, man, he controls everything. And we gotta put the stop to them. But then when you stop the run, then you gotta worry about Markel Smith.
Yeah.
6'3" kid running routes the way he does. You got the X-line kid throwing the ball to him. They got a lot. But don't forget about Wellsville.
I love it. I can't wait to quote that. All right. Your personal preference. Would you rather? I mean, they play in a shoebox. I mean, they play that wing tee. But we also see these other teams that spread you out. Which would you rather be? Would you rather play a team that's spread out 5 wide or a team that's playing in the shoebox?
You know what? This year it doesn't bother us.
Okay.
We got some athletes in the secondary that can take care of that, and then our 7 in the box. pretty good.
You guys fly to the ball.
They fly to the ball.
That's the one thing I've seen on
we're
tape.
physical. We get hats on the ball and play with an attitude.
You got anything?
Nah, just glad to have Coach here. You know, he's such a big part of our community, and I'm glad he's leading our kids. I'll just say that. I'll let him do the talking.
I mean, that's the school board president. That probably means a lot coming from him.
It does. You know, Gary has been a supporter of mine since I've got hired, and he'll tell me when I'm right, he'll tell me when I'm wrong. But we have a good relationship where we can do that with each other. Yep. And he's like, hey, you need to step back here. You need to step ahead up here. But, you know, don't forget about Coach Gary coaching wrestling either.
Oh, yeah. We got him all teed up.
He's had some good kids. And every football player that's not doing anything, I try to force them to coach. And he does a great job with those kids.
We've talked about it all the time. And this is the last thing I'm going to let you go. I mean, multi-sport athletes, how important is it for you to kind of push that? Because these kids all have ideals of grandeur. They all want to play for Ohio State. They all want to play but now more than ever, coaches want to see these kids play multiple sports because it tunes them up the rest of the year without having to specialize and using the same muscles over and over again.
Right. We, you know, here at Wellsville, we have a dual sport policy where a kid, if he wants to golf and play football, if a kid wants to do whatever, bowling and wrestling at the same time, you know, we have it in the policy that the board members put in. But, you know, when it's not football season, me and the staff, we're pushing them. Hey, you know, it's basketball season. Hey, it's baseball season. Hey, it's wrestling season. You know, you guys got to stay involved. And you'll hear people say, well, it's the same 25 kids doing everything. Well, hey, guess what? We don't have that many boys. Right? And those kids are busy all year long, and it keeps them out of trouble. And the board's done a great job with some great coaches keeping them kids busy all year long. And you know, once again, Wellsville's blessed to have the athletes, the coaches to coach our student athletes, and man, it's worked out well.
Coach, it's been awesome. The one thing I've learned, don't forget about Wellsville. So we'll see that tomorrow night. I'm excited. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you. Moose Ramsey, we'll be back with more on YSN Primetime. We return here live from Wellsville, Ohio.
Locally owned and operated, Sheely's relaxed shopping experience means browsing and lounging is always encouraged.
Find Flex Deal and more at Sheely's Furniture and Appliance, because the best things in life happen at home.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun, it all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers. From sales to financing and even service, we'll help build your perfect vehicle.
And lock in your trade value
while your vehicle is being built.
No worries.
We guarantee financing,
regardless of your situation or credit history.
No worries. And when your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at MyersFamilyINX.com or find us on Facebook.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to YSN Primetime live from the Wellsville Elks. Thanks to Moose Ramsey for spending some time with us here as they get ready for Southern. I mean, that's the one thing about what we do. It's so challenging to get some of this time, Gare, to get some of these coaches the night before. It's like Christmas Eve, especially when you're playing a rival. So we certainly appreciate Coach coming by and talking game plan. And don't forget about Wellsville, man.
Yeah. He's got to get his team ready. They have a later practice. He's heading right down now to the junior high game. He works midnights. He guys all over the place. Just glad to have him on. And like I said, he's a big figure in this community, and we all love him.
And now we welcome the main course to the show, the legend himself, Mr. Mike Buchanan, here of the Wellsville Elks. Sir, thank you for stopping by. I know that this isn't something that's necessarily in your job description, but we want you to talk about the Wellsville Elks. I mean, I'm joining tonight because of the mission, because of what you guys do. I'm excited for it. I don't know what I'm in for later tonight, but I'm trusting my friend over here to my left that I'm going to make it out of here to call the Wellsville game tomorrow. Mike, talk about the Wellsville Elks and why it's so important to you.
Well, I appreciate you having me on.
Always.
Appreciate you coming down here and setting up here at the Elks. A lot of people don't know where we're at. We're just down on the riverside here. We do a lot of community and a lot of community as far as we keep it in our community.
Mm-hmm.
We do some stuff at the school. We do stuff at the library. We do stuff out at Southern Local School. They're also in our district for the Elks. Do a lot of scholarships. Just a little insight. The top two entities that give away scholarship money. One is the government. Number two is the Benevolent Protective Order of Elks.
Wow.
So
wow.
That's just some of the things that we do: scholarships, community work, membership drives. We just try to get out there. We support the veterans. Got the flag hanging behind us.
Mm-hmm.
Food pantries at the schools. We got a food pantry outside. Trying to grow our membership and just keep the dream alive, because as long as there's veterans, you're going to have the Wellsville Elks right there.
There's nobody more deserving than people that fight for our country that have no idea who we are. And that, again, I love the mission. I love what you guys are doing. And I'll tell you what, locally, you guys are killing it. I mean, you talk about, you're being very modest, which I can appreciate. You're giving away scholarships, but these are substantial scholarships. These aren't just like $25 to help you get some
Right.
books, or to get you, a cup of coffee and a Dunkin' Donuts. This is
Right.
this is a scholarship that's going to help you in your first semester or semesters continued.
Yeah, it's totally correct. Our highest scholarship on a national level, it's the MVS, Most Valuable Student. It's 50,000 for the length of your
college career.
Your college career.
So you're saying it breaks down to quarterly?
If whatever it is, if it's you're there for 5 years,
it's 10,000 a
they're
year.
giving you 10,000 a year.
That's incredible.
Towards whatever your education is. We also have a technical side of the scholarship. It's separate, so you don't have like the kids from Harvard going to competing for the same amount of money as the tech school kids, which is a good thing, because some people just college isn't for them, and maybe tech school is, so that's a different route. And the Elks also offers that scholarship. So
I love it. I mean, Gary talked about the volunteerism down here, and everybody kind of raises their hand to help out. You told me a story, and I hope you don't mind me bringing this up, about when you do some of these things, scholarship and helping people out in tough situations, it's a lot easier for people like the Elks to do, because you just say, hey, we're going to donate $1 here, $1 here, $1 here, and you kind of go around. And next thing you know, you got $100,000 or thousands of dollars that you can donate in the name of the Elks. Why is it so important for you to be kind of one of the leaders, I would say, in doing that?
Well, DJ, here's the thing. It's like, we're small town, we're small community, we've got a big heart. All right. Everybody, some people graduate here and stay here. Some people graduate here and then go other places. I left twice and came back both times. So I did my military, I did my college, and now I'm still back here again. So I just, trying to give back to some of the places and the people that helped me along my way. I think, there's a lot more opportunity now than I had, or even when Gary graduated. There's a lot more opportunity now out there. So we just try to keep everything at home, and 95% of the funds that we raise here for charity stay right here.
That's incredible.
So
that's incredible. And that's the last time anybody's going to call you young, by the way. I won't have that anymore.
I'm 22. I don't know what you're talking about.
You are 22 plus some change. You said one of the biggest things right now is growing the membership. Right. As the newest part of the newest class of the Elks, if somebody wants to join, the common misconception that I had was you had to be from Wellsville to join the Wellsville Elks. That's not the case.
No, that's not the case. We get people from outside of Wellsville joining because, some of their friends are joining here, or some of their parents' friends are joined here, or, there's other scenarios like, they used to live here, or they were here and want to be here, but then they move away. So you can just go onto the Elks website, the national site. That's www.elks.org. And there's a section in there called Click on Membership. And it'll take you step by step down through there on how to fill out an application, and it will send it to the closest Elks to your address, and then they will handle it from there. If you don't want to do that, and you just want to do here, then you just scroll down and find Wellsville Lodge 1040 on there, and click on it, and it'll come into my office and my desk, and then I will handle the business from there. So that's how you do that on that. So I mean, it's great. We're small, and I love being small, but you can't be too small, because then you start running out of people. So I'm glad you're joining tonight. I appreciate, like I said, you coming down and setting up and talking to the coach and talking to Gary and myself. And
sure.
We're here.
Well, yeah, you are. You guys are here in a big way, especially tonight, wing night. This is the creme de la creme, and I'll give the chef smooch. It is the best. I mean, and you're back behind the bar, bartending and getting people their drinks, whatever it may be, alcoholic, non-alcoholic. But the wings that come out, man, you are a connoisseur. You kind of showed me which way to go. Talk to me about why these wings are so special.
It's Bob Brewer. He just does it up, and he just does it up. And all our sauces are they're homemade they're fresh as of yesterday. So it's like, there's no sense in messing around, because if you're going to do it, you got to do it right. So, I mean, it's just something we do. I mean, everybody makes wings and everybody's like, oh, these are the best. Well, I don't know. You might have to come check these out first.
And check them out tonight
Right.
from 5 to 8. We'll let you in. You don't have to be a member, but I'm telling you, when you come down, when you eat one, you will want to become a member of this Elks. Hands down, I'm telling you. And it's not ridiculous. It's certainly affordable within your budget, and you get some great deals on drinks and specials throughout your membership. So looking forward to it. Mike Buchanan, thank you first off for your service to the country then to your community, my friend. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate you stopping by. We will be back right after this to wrap things up here on YSN Prime Time Live.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Klim. Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience, WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
Jimmy Sutton here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Reliability, innovation, scale. These three values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
Winter. When looking for home design inspiration, don't just be inspired, be Baird inspired. Whether new or remodeling, Baird Brothers has the latest trends like shiplap to refresh your home. Go from inspiration to installation with our wide selection of in-stock American hardwoods. From the rustic charm of antique oak to the warmth of traditional cherry, Baird Brothers has what you need to make your home inspiring. Baird Brothers, our family's heritage, your family's home.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. DJ Yoakley, Gary Altizer here live from the Wellsville Elks. Gare, what an unbelievable story. And you know, Mike is so modest about things that he didn't even tell us the best story. And he got off the mic and he's like, tell me the story. I mean, the third person, so we'll preface this.
Yeah.
Third person, but it's as real gets. It's as real as Santa Claus.
Well, so our elementary school, Garfield Elementary, we had a property just across the street from it donated to the school. Mrs. Ferguson had this vision for an outdoor learning center where we have a pavilion and then we have a little bit of land there for the kids to plant vegetables and to do outdoor things for that. And there was a cost involved in that. And the Elks so graciously raised $3,000 to give to the elementary school towards that outdoor learning center that looks amazing. Joe Trina, Tim Householder, Ed Swalger, all of our maintenance guys had put in a lot of work there. It looks great. The kids are absolutely excited about it. So when they came to award that money to Garfield Elementary, was the same day that they awarded Mrs. Ferguson with her Citizen of the Year award. And so Mike, being a longtime Wellsville guy, a lifelong Tiger, and it was kept secret from Mrs. Ferguson. I had to finagle a day where she brought all the kids to the gym for an assembly, and I just said, well, the Elks wants to give Garfield an award. And she kept pressing me what it was about. And I didn't want to give it away, and I didn't want to lie to her either. I just said that it's for the community and all the great things that Garfield does. And so we got her to get this assembly going. She didn't know that they were getting the money, and she didn't know that they were getting that she was getting the award. So she was, Mrs. Ferguson, she literally is one of the most loving people you ever meet.
Yeah.
She's filled with emotion. She started crying. Well, then Mike, being the big softy he is, he
Big
starts
teddy
crying.
bear.
He had this speech prepared, and he couldn't get through a speech without crying too. So it was a great day. And that's why I love this place. They're donating to the pre-K through third grade kids. You're talking, 3-year-olds on through 9, 10-year-old. That's who they're putting their money towards. That's where they're putting their energy. That's why I love this place. That's why I'm here.
Without a doubt, man. A special, special, special place. I appreciate you, my friend, handing the baton to me. Tomorrow, Richie Giuliano will be on it. We're gonna leave a headset there. If someone just so happens to come into the booth, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'll try my best to be there, man.
I know,
I'll
brother.
try.
We want to thank Moose Ramsey for stopping by here, the Wellsville Elks tonight, talking shop with us. Again, if you don't know Moose's story, just his family, so unbelievable. There's so many commonalities between not only what he does here in Wellsville, but what he does on the field, but what he does off the field is giving back. And like I said, you're a head football coach. Sometimes your dad, sometimes your uncle, brother. I mean, there's a lot of it that goes into that nobody sees.
And I have to mention his wife. She is an amazing lady. She is orange and black all the way, and I know that she does a whole lot for the community too. And those two as a team, I mean, they're a great family. Their kids are all great. They're respectful, and I'm just happy that they're Tigers. I really am.
It's Tiger Town, USA. Thanks to Mike Buchanan as well from here at the Wellsville Elks for number one, allowing us to set up. Number two, so graciously inviting me into the family. Thanks to you, my friend.
Yeah, thanks for coming. I'm so glad you're going to be a member down here. You've been coming getting wings since we started doing the volleyball 4 or 5 years ago. So now you're officially a member, and you don't need to make sure I'm here to come and get wings anymore. You can come on in.
Listen, I'm not Han Solo. We're a tag team, my friend. We're the Bushwhackers. So that's going to do it for this edition of YSN Primetime Live from Wellsville. Make sure there's games going on tonight. Go to ysnlive.com/live for a complete lineup, top to bottom, and links that you can follow all evening long that have already begun. So for Gary Altizer, my name's DJ Yoakley. That's going to do it for us. Best of luck to all the teams competing this week. And, of course, tomorrow you can watch all of those games absolutely free via the links, or you can go over to Audible Call with Mike Ackelson and check out all the good stuff, the highlights and the lowlights for some on YSN. Good night, everybody. YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats,